Welcome back, Wanderers, to the next week in our ongoing series of Backrooms TCG trials. In this 6th week for the weekly challenge, we bring you a scenario designed by Discord member and moderator Groyer. His unique vision collects many interesting challenges that will put you onto one of two distinct paths as you tackle what lies ahead. Are you ready to put everything you've learned over the past weeks to good use, as you choose whether to stay and fight, or take cover in flight? This week, Groyer presents New Year, New You. After a year of exploring the backrooms and doing experiments for Freeman, the new year is finally here. As you enter a hallway for what seems like the umpteenth time, the four faces appear before you. Instead of attacking you all at once, they spin around you and a voice echoes in your ears. Have you learned? As images flash in your head about the journeys you've taken in the last year, another voice rings. Will you change? And following that, you see flashes of an unfamiliar concrete labyrinth. As the voices and images fade, you look up to find yourself alone at a crossroads. Scrawled words lie at your feet with arrows pointing left and right that say, fight or flight. In this unique challenge, you'll need to first and foremost build your deck with the following conditions in mind. Your deck must contain at least one of each of the four faces: Frowner, Smiler, Blusher, and Laughter. You may have at most one friendly entity, and all companions are banned. Also, the golden stairs must be left out of the deck before you start playing. The paths themselves will dictate further deck building requirements, so carefully consider what you put into it as you pursue your chosen route. Path 1. Confront the past, resolve to change. In this path, you decide to confront your fears and face them head on. By putting your past demons to rest, your path to the future will be clear. Following this path puts further deck building considerations at hand. You may not have any concealment items in your deck, and False Wall is banned. In this challenge, Frowner deals deck and hand damage equal to its pool pile score, and also you may flip for a gem once you defeat it in combat. Items that normally have concealment abilities do not work, such as the Flash Sphere. You may still use it for combat or navigating rooms though. As for the challenges, you'll need to get ready for extensive levels of combat. Face Your Failures will require you to defeat each of the four faces once. When you manage to take all four down, you'll then shuffle the golden stairs into the pool pile, finally allowing you to contemplate your escape. However, it gets more dicey when you know that Sinister Expressions will also be active during this run, which causes each face entity to deal one additional deck and hand damage, as well as one additional damage for each face card both on the field of play as well as in the discard pile. This certainly brings the faces into incredibly dangerous territory, as the more of them you take out or are present, the stronger they'll be. To add to the stress of the situation, Warpath to the Future says you'll need to defeat 6 entities before you can finally launch up those golden stairs to freedom. Since 4 of those will need to be face entities, you can bet that this will be a tough road if you choose to pursue it. Finally, before you can call this run a success, the Stocked and Loaded challenge states that you'll also need to have 4 attack items in your inventory before exiting. All of these challenges combined mean you'll be in for an uphill battle as you take on all 4 faces along with at least 2 other unfriendlies, leaving a trail of bodies in your wake as you finally go to face the future. Path 2. Forget the past. Resolve to start over. In this second path, you realize that running at your problems head first won't make them roll over and change. It's best to move on from the past and start with a clean slate. This set of challenges come with their own special deck building rules. You must include exactly 1 lecture hall and 1 false wall. You'll also need to include 1 BSCOS device, which will start outside of the deck with the golden stairs before you begin the run. Attack items of any sort are also banned in this path, even items such as the gold tape and dumb gum, which defeat entities. One additional extra rule for this path is that when entering the lecture hall, you'll shuffle a BSCOS device into your deck and hand before continuing to the action round. As for the challenges, you'll once again be tasked with handling the 4 faces in the Face Towards the Future challenge, though this time you'll need to conceal or discard each of the 4 at least one time using items or rooms. The Frowner being turned into a room via memory fluid counts towards this particular challenge. Just like in the first path, 6 entities in all need to be dealt with in the Ignorance is Bliss challenge, though you must conceal those 6 instead of defeating them. Then, in the New Wave Research challenge, you must find the BSCOS device and use it, which will allow you to shuffle the golden stairs into your deck and hand before the BSCOS device effect resolves. Using the BSCOS device also grants a permanent Painite gem upon activation, allowing you to escape without needing to defeat an entity. To finish things off, a fresh start deems that you must escape with no items in your inventory and maximum sanity. You can raise a glass to the new year in style as you break out of the backrooms with your mind and body refreshed and ready to seek out the new challenges ahead of you. These 2 unique paths present their own restrictions and challenges. The only real question is, will you face the future or will you be demolished by the past? As before, complete as many challenges as possible in a single attempt. Record your journey and share your escape in the weekly challenge submissions thread. We look forward to hearing about your escape. Stay safe and keep on running, Wanderers.